Good morning, traders. Locks here again with another video tutorial. And today I'm going to show you how to use a new indicator that I'm going to release. It's called the Optimizer Solo Confirmation Simple Backtest. So what this backtest does is it takes just one confirmation indicator and then it does a backtest on this confirmation indicator with 10 different period inputs or 10 different inputs. It can be periods, it can be whatever is the core input for an indicator like this. In the future, this will be expanded to include all of the different values inside of the indicator. But for now, the first release will just be for the period inputs or whatever input is the core input for confirmation indicator. So let's get started. We have on the screen Fisher transform. Very simple. And I'll actually take it away from the screen so you can see what the default is. Well, actually, I'll just reset it to default. So you can see that this is what you'll see. So you'll see this when you put it on the chart. You go into here and you select Optimizer. That's all you have to do there. And then you go into the backtest right here, and you're going to import 3 different values. All right, so you pull open here and you say, okay, we're going to first import signals. So GKD-C signals right here. Oops, right here. We're going to import the start right here. And then we're going to import the skip right here. All right, so that's, again, signal, start, skip. Very simple. And then we have our backtest. Let's restrict this out to, well, we have restricted it there already, to 1 year back. And then you can see the results, right? Very easy. So right here is the period input. That's 7, 12, 17, 22, 27, etc. If you go into the Fisher transform, what that will look like here on the indicators, there will be a section that says Optimizer Settings, and it's called Optimizer Skip. And what this does is it takes this original value, 7, and then it adds 5 to 7 and increments it step up until you hit 52. So that's 7 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, all the way up to 52. Very simple. And then you can determine which period input is the best given what you're trying to do. And we'll look at a couple of these that I've already posted in a Telegram. You can take a look at what these look like, right? That's just 1 year back. This one's crazy in that it has a high hit rate across the board on longs, right? Who knows how much longer that will last, but very interesting. It's not too shabby here with shorts either. 60% hit rate on shorts here, just 150. The rest is over 60 with a good majority of everything over, looks like 80 or above. There's that. This one kind of sucks because you have the 10 here, and then everything is trash until you hit 52. And that's not that great either because, low total closed trades. It's likely better to see clustering around a certain period input, right? Even though these are, sparse, there's 5 periods between these. Still, something like this is a pretty good sign, 444, that it's pretty resilient among those, from 37 or maybe even from 35 to 52 or more. Another interesting one right here. Not comparable to odd NZD, but interesting in that it complements the shorts there, even though they have nothing to do with each other. You got a nice cluster right here, 12 to 22 on SPY, and then Bitcoin. You have a good cluster here for shorts, and you have something here for longs, but not that great. So anyway, the ideal would be to build 2 different systems, one system that works for shorts, one system that works for longs. And you can see why that might be useful here. If you have a system that works for shorts but isn't so great for longs, maybe you can prove out a system where on a multi-ticker backtest you have all of the shorts qualify, but then on that same type of backtest none of the longs qualify, but then you have a different strategy that you use for longs, right? That might be an option that you look at, and it might even be better because shorts and longs do not work the same. The momentum is different. Shorts, they hit very hard longs. They tend to go parabolic upward in a different fashion, a little bit slower. So there is the GKD backtest, GKD-BT Optimizer Solo Confirmation Simple Backtest. I will release this later today, and then I'll be updating all of these confirmation indicators. In the future, what you can look for is there will be additional backtests, just like every type we're dealing with here, that will allow you to connect this indicator here with a baseline volatility confirmation to continuation and exits, so that you can test the confirmation indicator best settings, given all of the other different filtering around it. In the future, what I'll do is I'll have the backtest where you can select which one to optimize. So you might want to optimize the C2 indicator given a confirmation 1 indicator, or the baseline given all the other indicators, or the volatility given all the other indicators. But for now, I'm just going to do C1 indicators. So wherever there is a C1 indicator, you can optimize those values given whatever other indicator is added into that backtest. And for this one on the solo confirmation simple, it's just the C indicator itself. There's no addition. But this one will come out later today, and then also I will release the GKD-BT Optimizer Solo Confirmation Complex backtest, which will allow you to test the C1 with baseline and volatility to then optimize the C1 given baseline and volatility. So you'll see that a little bit later today as well. But yep, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, contact me. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.